Hey guys, what's up? It's me. This is the RWBY Volume 7, Chapter 13 finale. I am a week behind, apparently. Quick thing before I go into this. I saw, after I watched the video, because I watched it on time, all of the stuff that was kind of going on about Twitter, talking about Clover, and I just wanted to bring that up really quickly, kind of where my stance is on it. Because as of the time I'm recording this, my other video hasn't been unlocked yet, and I didn't really discuss it there. So, upon my first watch, I didn't really see it as, kill your gaze, I guess, because I kind of saw exactly why it took place narratively. I do think that thinking that it's that is kind of valid, because there is a lack of male queer representation in RWBY. So I can see where that comes from, and definitely I think that if Clover's sole purpose was to kill him off, then they probably shouldn't have kind of queer-coded him the way that they did a little bit, and kind of had his relationship with Crow be that kind of flirty friendship borderline thing that it is. It personally didn't get to me that much as someone who is bi, but I understand that there are people out there who really were affected by it and were like, hey, this is really shitty, like, this sucks. And I know that I do tend to give this show a pass and the benefit of the doubt in a lot of cases, and that could 100% be what's happening here, but like, if you think it is kill your gaze, that's kind of valid, and I see where you're coming from, and I kind of feel that a little bit. I guess my mentality for it is like they've killed a lot of non-gay characters, so it's not like it's just the gay characters who are dying. I do think that if they were going to kill him, that they should have handled that a little bit better, and make it so it wasn't like, oh yeah, this is his sole purpose, let's queer code him just for this purpose. I do think that they fridged him literally just for Crow, but considering that it also happened to Pyrrha, I guess it doesn't faze me as much, which I don't know if it's because I'm used to it or what, but that's kind of how I stand on that. But moving on from that point, just wanted to get that out of the way pretty quickly. This is the finale. I thought I saw someone on Twitter say it was a part 2, but the RT site did just say that this was the finale of the season, so I'm guessing it's a cliffhanger. Yikes. That's going to be great for when I have to go do work after this. I just chugged a soda, so I'm so sorry. I'm going to get some impressive Foley work. It's, God, it was like the enemy of trust, I believe. Yeah, the enemy of trust. Who will you become when your greatest fears are realized? Hopefully not an asshole. I haven't been spoiled for this. I have not been on Twitter or the internet, like, at all. So if anyone's been tweeting at me, I'm sorry. I have been literally... I was like, where'd it go? Keep dreaming about a better world. We keep wishing for some clarity, always hoping that a lightning bolt is gonna save you from eternity. We're holding out for some romantic life, the world of charm, oh, and the tears will set you free. It's so weird that this is like the finale of Volume 7. Like, I know this came out on Saturday, and I kind of had time to watch it, but I decided not to. For personal reasons that I think a lot of you guys can guess. After time you'll find love. She. I was doodling this during class, and I could literally feel my professor looking at my screen, just like, what are you doing? Are you not paying attention? I'm sitting here just like, I'm sorry, I have to draw the hot bitch. For will come in dark will yield to dawn. I am excited for the full release of the soundtrack. Is it going to be months away? Yep, still excited. Yeah, I think we're probably going to get that Ironwood conflict there, because Ironwood is kind of not thinking straight, which a lot of y'all are really upset that I don't like Ironwood. Especially talking about, like, his plan. It's like, yeah, neither Team RWBY or Ironwood had super great ideas, but there's a way to, like, come up with a third idea and also think rationally about the situation. Like, I don't think Salem's going to come knocking on the door. Like, she ain't Pizza Hut. She didn't show up to the Beacon Fall for a reason.
Give up. We've got you outnumbered.
Oh, I forgot about you. Hehe.
Alright then.
I missed this bitch. I love her fighting style. Me too. How did she not get stabbed there? Oh. Oof. Dude, you don't have an aura right now. Maybe stay the hell back. Slow-mo. What the? projecting the aura. What the?
What?
Where'd she go?
This happened last time, y'all. I mean, granted, they didn't fight her last time.
We gotta move.
Poor Oscar's so fucking tired. Oh, baby girl. If she dies, I'm gonna be real pissed. Ugh! The stretchy noise really fucks me. I have to animate a bird for class, actually. Ooh.
You Atlas elites are all the same. You think hoarding power means you'll have it forever, but it just makes the rest of us hungrier.
Yep, that's some backstory talk. I'm glad.
I refuse to starve.
That's a nice line. Y'all stop yelling before you charge and maybe you'll get a hit in. How have they not destroyed the circuitry in the room yet? Two of us can fly. Yo. Oh, that scream was really good.
I have come too far to be stopped by some toy.
Huh! Nice! She's gonna be real exhausted later. Oh, there we go. Weird question. Couldn't you just use one of your swords to, like, stick her to...
What are you doing? My life doesn't matter.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
I disagree.
Someone pick up the small boy.
Gotta lose him.
That's me making it through this corridor, honestly. Oh, is he gonna get separated from them? Hey, maybe don't leave the small one with the slow one with the lamp.
Guys? They went this way. Come on, hurry.
That's... Okay, that is Nora. That's not Nora! That is a look, though. Oof!
No! Oscar!
Why bother holding it up at that point? Oh! Oof! That's a dirty trick.
Stop! Drop your weapons! Fall back!
That's real Nora. Oh, baby boy! Baby boy! No! She has such a distinct set of movements. I really do enjoy them.
You had your time in the sun,
Aw.
but now I'm afraid your time is up.
Oh, your shoulder's real gnarly.
Yes. I've been waiting here for some time, I think. What was I waiting for? Me. No. I had a job to do.
Shit. Grandma's fucking pissed. Oh. Is she gonna go out in a blaze of glory?
What is that?
That's the power of a fully realized maiden.
Shit. So even Cinder isn't fully realized. Oh,
It's too cold. We have to do something.
no, Penny.
Penny!
I'm sorry. Don't be. We weren't ready to become huntsmen.
That's not true.
Then why aren't we holding the relic? Now Salem has the lamp, Ironwood has the staff, and we have nothing!
Ren, that's enough.
Hello? Anybody there? Can you hear me?
Our scrolls? Doctor!
Finest mind in Atlas! What are you doing?
Grabbing our getaway ship. We need to hightail it out of here. Where are you?
The Academy training room. We slipped away from some soldiers, but it won't be long before the—
They're here!
We're on our way. Just stick together.
Oscar? Oscar!
Sorry, but you all need to go on without me.
What are you talking about?
There's something I have to do alone.
Penny. I'm surprised it hasn't, like, frozen off her artificial skin.
Are you okay?
I had a job to do. I was supposed to protect the power of the Maiden until I was ready. I worry I may have lost track of time. But you can tell James that I'm ready now.
Ma'am, if you do that—
I'll be gone. I know I have a hard time remembering, but I remember that. What's your name?
it's Penny, ma'am.
Penny. Are you the one?
No. I suppose so.
Winter, thank you. I know that must have been difficult.
Uh-oh.
I'm so sorry.
Time to get lectured at by a 12-year-old.
And whom do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Still just me.
It was smart of you not to bring the lamp down here. I wouldn't trust me either right now.
Trust is what I'm hoping to fix. I know we can still figure this out. All of it. Together. Please.
Do you intend to fight me?
No. That's exactly what she wants. I guess it's because of Oz, but holding it helps calm me down when I'm afraid.
You still think I'm afraid?
We all are. It's what we do and our fear that reveals—
That's easy for you to say! You can label me whatever you'd like. But the fact of the matter is, I was right! The minute I softened, let my guard down, that's when Salem had her opening.
If you abandon Mantle, you abandon our best chance of reuniting the world. You abandon Remnant, leaving millions to fend for themselves so a few can survive. What kind
All excellent philosophical points that won't matter if Salem wins.
Listen to me!
No, you listen. I am done letting others' inability to see the big picture get in the way of doing what's right. Robin, the Council, this kingdom, even you.
And you're as dangerous as she is, James.
James, to my friends call me. To you, It's General.
What the fuck? Uh-oh.
She's mine!
No.
Ugh. Hey, Cinder, focus on your goal rather than... I have been falling for 30 minutes!
Oscar.
Oh, hair down, hair down, hair down! Ice her. Fuck yeah! Come on, Ruby! Come on, come on, come on, come on. Does it store up aura for use later? If that's the end, it's sort of...
The single quality that is common across every living creature on this planet is fear.
Winter!
That's a look.
Did you do?
It's funny then that as common as fear is, we so easily underestimate its power.
Are you alright? Penny, what happened?
She's gone.
No. She's a part of you now.
Fear of growing close to someone. The subsequent fear of loss. Fear of failure.
Where's Oscar? And the relic?
And Ruby.
And as more people depend on you, those fears can take on greater power. But fear itself isn't worthy of concern. It is who we become while in its clutches.
I suggest you all surrender and comply with the General's orders.
We can't do that.
Then
What is your arm?
I suggest you run.
No, you're hurt! I'm not going to leave you like this.
You're not leaving me. I'm giving you a head start. This is Special Operative Schnee in need of immediate medical assistance. Send reinforcements. Over.
We all have to carve out our own way.
Guys, you're... We need to go.
Come on, Penny.
Will you be proud of that person? Will you forgive them? Will you understand why they felt the need to do the things they did? Will you even recognize them? Or will the person staring back at you be the very thing you should have feared from the start? I suppose we all find out, sooner or later.
That power. These memories. You're back, aren't you? You saved me.
Actually, you saved us. Oscar,
Stop. All I want to know is how we save Atlas next.
We've got multiple hostiles on radar. Is anyone else seeing this?
These readings can't be right.
That's a big fucking whale. With the crystals on it? Oh shit.
I'd understand if you'd rather not talk about this. There's always a chance that we might remain in
Drunk man.
most of the time we coast along, safe from the storm.
Oh, Caitlin Glass is Willow.
We follow our hearts, trust what feels right, keep to the norm. We are lucky if our lives can avoid it, but fear changes all
really sorry. I know I'm being completely quiet. Poop or win? Okay, sorry that, wait, there was nothing. Sorry, that kind of caught me off guard. Wow, okay. So that's what they meant by a two-parter. I will be the first to admit I did not expect Salem to come in person. You can ask some of the people I was talking to on Twitter, one of my biggest things was that I didn't think she would come. I was saying that she's the big guns, like she's this immortal goddess, basically, of almost infinite power who can create Grimm and modify them to her will. I didn't see why she would come to Atlas, because if there was any event for her to go to, it would have been Beacon, because that would have been the hardest one. It would have been completely... They could have used the extra push, but I guess she is coming. I guess having Ozpin be so freshly reincarnated and having things be in motion kind of demands her presence. Fuck. Having the whale in her silhouette was a nice touch. That was a nice touch. I'm like weirdly kind of breathless. And my heart's a little pounding still. Felt kind of bad. There was one part I really just wanted to like squeal loudly, but it's like there's still people who are taking naps during the day, so I couldn't quite. I'm glad that Penny is the Winter Maiden. I really am. I think that's a really good choice. I think those moments of her character in direct contrast with Winter were really good foreshadowing for this moment exactly. Just like, are you the one for this? Like, I think that was a really good choice to showcase that, like, no, like, there are things that matter more. Like, there are lives and people who matter more. Protecting matters more. And I think it was really good that she got it. I'm very glad that she got it. The fully realized power was impressive. Although it does kind of make me wonder what would the other maidens have for their fully realized maiden abilities. Because, like, with the Winter Maiden, yeah, cold makes sense, but... And I guess, like, heat and fire for the Summer Maiden, but it's like, is it just a gentle breeze for spring? Like, it's a little fun to imagine. I'm sure it's something really cool and awesome, like rain or something, but it's like, it's a little weird to think about. I guess it was like a tornado for fall, but, part of me does find it kind of funny in a weirdly poetic way, I guess. That the circumstances around Penny's first death, Emerald excluded, was the grief and stress of potentially ending a life and becoming a maiden, is what put Pyrrha in that vulnerable position, is what put her in that panic and anxiety. And between the two of them, the one who survived did become a maiden. I find that really interesting. I think it's a really kind of neat, a neat choice that was done. I enjoyed the fight with Winter and Penny and Cinder. Her lines are interesting, and they do kind of play more into kind of the theory that I've had as far as Cinder's backstory that I've brought up a couple times here, but quick refresher, basically, Cinder didn't have enough aura to be able to produce a semblance, and thus didn't have a lot of power and probably couldn't become a huntress. Maybe she came from a line of huntsmen and huntresses. So she was kind of shafted for that, and because she was weaker, she was always just crawling at power because she just didn't have a large quantity of aura, which is something you have a quantity of, because, as said by Pyrrha in regards to Jean. Deus Ex Ozpin helpful as ever, which I guess makes sense because he basically is a god. I liked that speech. It was a really good one. I'm probably going to listen to that a couple more times. It feels very pertinent to right now. Sorry, my thoughts are a little fragmented. They do always tend to be a little bit fragmented after the finale, but that one just kind of... That was a good one. That was, I think, probably the best finale we've had in a while. Which I think no one is surprised by. And I can rave about the writing improvements this season for Eternity, which is 80% of half of my videos. We think. Weiss's one delivery, Winter, was a little bit of a rough delivery. I'm not gonna lie, it was a little rough. Winter looks really hot with her hair down. Like, she's hot normally, but she's really hot with her hair down. Like, I feel bad. It was a little bit rough having, like, how thin her arm was when it wasn't in, like, the sleeve, but the sleeve was ripped. The ripped jeans are a good look on her. But it was very much... If Cinder had focused on Freya, she probably could have actually managed to get the powers. I did enjoy that Freya was like, no, I had a job to do. I know that I'm forgetting all these things. That was something that also really kind of got to me as someone who has relatives with Alzheimer's. Those kind of... Same damn haircut, too. Is that just like the old lady with Alzheimer's haircut? I swear to God, every old lady with it has that haircut. I swear to God. But that was really nice. It's just like, I know that I forget a lot, but I do remember that. And this is the job that I have to do. And I feel like so much of this season, the theme was who you are out of fear and who you are when your weaknesses are exposed and exploited. Like that's been clear from the beginning. And Ironwood and Winter have been very big players in that. And I think a lot of that was focused on Ironwood because he is in such a big position of power. And then it was good that we got to see it with Winter. And like she had been banking on so much, like she was told she was going to be the Winter Maiden, and so she was fine with it. She agreed. She made that her own path because she had to forge her own path, so she made that one hers, and then it was taken from her, and she was left again confused and emotional and with nothing. And I think that really just kind of snapped her, and it explains the opening scene with her and Weiss and the intense look. I did love Weiss's just like Winter like that was really nice. And I'm very glad that Penny actually was able to become the Maiden, because I think a lot of people were like, oh, you know, she can't be the Maiden because she's a robot or she has like an aura from her dad. But it's like, yeah, the aura is from her dad, but like it is hers. And I'm very glad she's I'm glad that she's with them. And I really liked that RWBY was so eager to lean on them, but that's also because I just really love nuts and bolts. It was very soft. Oh, Ren. Oh. Baby boy, he been on my mind. I see him in my dreams. I was wondering why Neo was still in that form, and then when she came across Ren and she switched back and just him crying while running. Oh God, baby boy. Baby boy. I want them to address that. I don't think that they will. I don't think that they'll have time, but damn if I don't want them to address it. Like, it's like, what did you see? Because like I've noticed that Ren has two modes. He has no emotion or very little or a lot, which is why he was like, no, we can't, like he was getting really upset with Nora, and it's like he almost hurt her, and that scared him so much because he could have lost her. And I think he's lost enough people, and I think it was a little bit too similar to some things that they've all been through. I also kind of enjoy that shot where they all were behind Jean's shield. I'm very proud of him for being able to project his aura out through it, by the way. I think that was really smart, and I'm glad they were able to build upon that note from earlier on. I just really like kind of the symbolism that is behind Team Juniper being protected by their friends' extra, like, absorbent amount of soul and the sacrifices of their team member. I do like kind of that symbolism that comes out of having the shield be like that. Because it's Jean's will and it's Pyrrha's sacrifice that protects them with the shield. And I think that's a really nice touch. It was probably completely accidental, but you know, I'm basic and I still miss Pyrrha. Surprising absolutely no one, considering it's all I talk about. Don't mind me looking at my Do It For Her poster. I'm trying to think. God, there was a lot that happened. I really did like that speech. I'm glad that Ozpin pulled his head out of his ass and talked to Oscar again. I still can't believe Ironwood deadass shot a kid. Homeboy pulled a gun on like a 14-year-old. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, he's been off his rocker for like half the season. And I get where he's coming from, but there's like, in a way, his reaction is not too dissimilar from Blake's in Volume 4. Like, the universe proved her right, so she ran away again. The universe proved him right, so he's closing people out and pushing them away. But he's like, oh, no one's thinking about the big picture. And it's like, they're literally talking about the big picture right now, Ironwood. They're literally talking about how if you abandon Mantle, you will screw over everyone. It'll ruin all chances of, like, bonding again. It'll ruin communication across the kingdom. Well, it wouldn't really ruin communication across the kingdoms, but it would sever all trust across the kingdoms. There'd be no hope of uniting them together. That would lead to more trauma and more issues and even more Graham, which makes Salem stronger. Like, he's not, like, I get that he thinks he's thinking big picture, but he's really not thinking big picture. But, you know, and as someone, like, I'm a firm believer that a lot of the problems caused in the world are done out of fear. Like, fear of harm for oneself and those around you. And those aren't necessarily bad things. It just, fear can lead people to do a lot of problematic things. And I think this is a prime example of that. I'm glad Ruby used her silver eyes. Jessica Negri kind of killed it to Cinder with, like, all the screams. That must have been, like, rip your throat, girl. Yikes. But she was good. I really that we're getting more character. I like that she's getting, like, more feral. Like, she went from being so composed and in control and very, like, oh, I am Cinderfall. Like, hello. And just slowly, that's just been chipped away until she's nothing but this feral little street rat with too much power that she can't even control. Like, she's still doing the same thing she did when she only had half the Maiden's power. The only difference is she's using fire to fly around now. I'm a little curious why Ruby, Wace, Blake, and Yang split up. I guess it was just for, like, you know, story purposes. But it's like, I feel like they wouldn't have wanted to separate unless it was Maria's idea. But even then, Team Ruby really didn't do much this finale. This finale was not Team Ruby. This finale was Oscar and Penny and Team Juniper. So I'm a little bummed in that regard. But Winter with her hair done was very nice. I do like that they're, like, showing, like, the black eyes and the scratches. I think that's a really nice touch and it helps solidify, like, when Aura gets fried. I think that was Oscar's first time using actual magic and not necessarily his semblance because his aura was cracked. I really like the songs. I'm very excited for the soundtrack to come out. I'm very excited to be Ruby this summer. Yeah, that was... I have a weird feeling in my stomach. It's probably a combination of caffeine and not enough breakfast, but I'm just... that was really good. And, I don't know, whenever it's finale time, and especially Ruby finale, just kind of the time of year it always falls into, it always kind of gets me. Because, like, I started animation with the show. And I know that I say this a lot. Believe me, I know that I'm a broken record at this point. My channel is a living proof I'm a broken record. But, like, I started animation because of RWBY. Like, because of the Red trailer. And because of what it did for me. And it wasn't lost on me that the finale came out on the 2nd. And having the end card instead of the normal scene. I wasn't expecting that. Maybe it's because it's the 4th and I just tried to work through it like I always do, but it kind of got me. Because, you know, there's always people who are like, oh, this isn't what he would have wanted, and we don't know. We don't know what would have wanted what was meant to be, but this is what we have. I don't know. I like it. I think it's fun. I have my problems with it. There's issues with it, yeah, but I think it's fun. I think this is especially hitting me a little hard because this is my senior year. Like, I'm graduating college. I applied to Sony literally the day before the episode came out. So I think it's just kind of hitting me a little bit. How much is just tensions building in the show. They're moving on to bigger things. They're like, we're not ready to become huntsmen. It's like, yes, we are. And it's like, then why did this happen? And it's like, that's an argument that I can hear in my head and with my friends every day when I'm working. Just that argument of, we're not ready for this. Yes, we are. And even if we're not, we have to be. I don't know, it gets you a little bit. Yes, there's that. I'm sorry, that the end card really threw me for a loop there. And I feel like I don't have a huge right to be as upset as I get. Because, like, I didn't know him. I never met him. I was late and didn't get to see. My first RTX was the year after. And I feel like maybe that's the reason I feel like I shouldn't be as broken up as I am. But my life is the way it is because of this. And because of him. And I am where I am because of this. And it's terrifying. It's fearful that maybe, especially winter quarter when things are hard and you're working all the time and it seems like things are against you. It can be hard. Because it's like, did I make the right choice? Did I blindly leap into something and is it too late to go back? Do I want to go back? I don't think I do. It feels foolish to want to make someone I never knew proud. I don't know why I'm going on about this. I lost my train of thought. God, fuck, that got heavy. I'm sorry, guys. It's nice to see the credits, though. I do enjoy being able to watch the credits because there's a lot of names of people who I know have worked really hard. And unfortunately, some of them aren't at RT anymore. Like Pat left, which I'm still really upset about. And I wish him the best. It was fun seeing Andrea's name because she left as well. And Kim, who she recently left as well. But it's also really fun to see people who I know are still there and who I see, I get to see once a year and who I love seeing. People like Rachel and Will and Gio and Sean, who I missed last year. I need to hunt them down this year. It's a weird cocktail of pride and excitement and stress over what's gonna happen next, because it really does feel like we're going into the final arcs. Like, I think they said that they had planned for RWBY to have like 12 volumes, or that it would maybe get a little bit longer because they kind of, the first 3 were all kind of one arc, so like 12 or so. So it's like, it's picking up. Like, things have been picking up since volume 3, but it's like, Salem is here. She's at their door with a big fucking whale, who's the whale silhouette matching her hair was a nice touch. I feel like every cosplayer is very appreciative of her more practical's not the right word, because she still has a titty diamond the size of like an engagement ring, but it's a little bit easier to walk around in that than with like a 13-foot train, I imagine. So I imagine a lot of cosplayers are pretty grateful for that. Part of me wants to go as Beat Up Winter, because I feel like that'd be a little bit easier to do, but part of me also just wants to go as Penny, because Penny's very cute. I'll probably only have time to make one cosplay if I have time to do RWBY, but which I will do RWBY eventually. Hopefully I'll get her done for RTX. We'll see if I have a job or not. I feel like this one just really struck me because there is so much up in the air. There is so much fear. There is so much undecided and so much indecision, and that's something that I personally am really deep in right now, and I think a lot of us are. So that got really weirdly heavy. I hope you guys enjoyed the finale. I'm sorry that my videos have kind of been up late. uploading them before Saturday, but usually it'll be like Friday, or I'll have export issues and they don't get unbanned until Monday, so they get a little bit late. And I am definitely going to be MIA for a while because I'm working on a film, and I counted and I have over 40 seconds of animation to do, which doesn't sound like a lot if you're not in animation. And even if you are in animation, if it's your job, that doesn't sound like a lot probably. But it's a different caliber than what I'm used to, on top of other classes where I already have to be animating. So it is a lot, and I sound like a baby. But it's a huge step up from animating a video game idle or animating a one-person 6-second dialogue to animating 2 characters interacting with each other and props for 280 frames in one sequence. That's a big step up. And by step, it's literally, I gotta like parkour up that wall. But you know what I mean, I'll be stronger for it. I'll just not be online. So I apologize for that. I will have Genlock up eventually. Hopefully when I have time to edit, which will probably be the time that I usually record now. But yeah, I just want to give a thanks to you guys. I'll keep you guys updated as far as RTX goes and what stuff I'm up to next. And I'll see you. I want to know what you guys thought of the finale. And I'll see you guys next season.